Hello everyone, welcome back. This episode here, I'm going to go over my carry and conceal regarding fanny packs. Something that I've probably had to get into carrying other methods off body. In my opinion, I think the fanny pack, this one in particular, I just recently got, and this is my first fanny pack that I've ever gotten, and this is from Walmart, and it's a very small one with a little reflector out here in the back. Let me see if that reflects a little better. Kind of. So it has a little reflector here. Has some spots here for put on my carabine for my keys. I always lose my keys here on both sides as well. See that? Two little excuse me. I dropped my flashlight. I have two little loops right here on each side. It's pretty nice. It's summertime out in here in Texas, and so it's getting hot, and then having something on you all the time kind of gets to you. Anyways, I put a lot of keys in here. There's a little back pocket which I haven't used anything yet. Oh, I put the receipt in there just in case I want to bring it back. So there's a hidden inside kind of pocket, a little hook right there, a little zipper with these kind of tabs, or these kind of pulls on them, which I pulled them out. I pulled them a little bit more. When I say I pulled them, I'm talking about I make sure they're in a good tight knot because I don't want them to come loose. So anyways, the belts themselves, they have this elastic strap that you can pull. I originally had this kind of pulled as well, but I decided to have it on one side. That way it's not centered in the middle. It's centered on one of the sides where I can clip on. And this is the actual clip here. It's kind of alright. It's hard to get on sometimes because the way it's shaped, you kind of, miss it, but that's another reason why I want this on the side. Anyways, there it is. There's a front pocket here, which got some cash, my cards, and then this is what I normally have in here is in my little Wi-Fi, mobile Wi-Fi, because I always have my computer with me. If you all know what I do, I trade a lot of Bitcoin, so I need wireless internet access at all times. So this is another reason why I have this. But in here, this is where the carry, my carry comes in, my carry conceal, and it's just my loose. As you see in here, it's just my loose. There's nothing in here. There's also another place for a zipper and a wired or meshed pocket area. I don't really use, but right here, right now, there it is. It's just my Walther P22 in here. And that's what I have. I'm carrying this because it's compact, lightweight, small, it fits in there. That's why I also put in the towel. You see, it's kind of dirty from the gun oil, but I kind of plop it in there. And usually I want the longer side, the shorter side being here, the longer side being up here on the back. So when my body touches up against it, it doesn't feel all of this hard stuff here. So I'm carrying the Walther P22 just because it's a fun gun to have, and also as I'm learning more about the 22 long rifle, I think it's a sufficient round for self-defense, particularly um, if you're dealing with somebody who has no firearm. You having a firearm and the other person having no firearm, you have the advantage, obviously. So 22, I think, will do fine. But I wanted to see if also what else fits in here, because this is the 22 right here, right? This is the bag. So you wouldn't think nothing else would fit in here, but I want to see what else I can put in. So here's the 22. We'll just move this out of the way for now and put that over here. So what I do have, okay, so there's the 22 right there, the Walther P22, and then what I do have is I do have several other guns. I do have this the Smith & Wesson, the SD9VE, the 9mm that holds 17 rounds. Full size, I would say this is about a full size gun. It could be a little bit bigger if you have a 40 or 45 caliber in there, but here's a 9. And this is about, you know, very similar Glock, you know, if you're on the Glock and everything. And of course, I got my round in here. I'm not gonna chamber it, but I'm just gonna put it in just to give a weight. 16 rounds in here. So I'm not gonna chamber it. But let's see. So we do the comparison here. Obviously, this gun's a lot bigger, right? See here. Well, longer anyway, about another inch or so. Definitely obviously it's bigger, but surprisingly, when you compare it, it's like not by all that much, just a little bit here, and then an inch and a half in where the barrel is, for the most part. So let's see if this will fit into here. Nope, sorry, kick the camera around. So first thing I do want to do is I still want to use this to give me some padding. Right. And then let's see if it fits. It's pretty big. Yeah, it does fit. There you go. It fits. Does weigh a little bit more. I'll put it on. Let's see how it looks. So let me just take you out and let's see how it looks in the mirror. Okay, so far this is how it looks in the mirror. It's a little saggy, but you kind of want it to droop. I personally like it up in the front. Let's see how it looks down from here. Yeah, I think it works. And I like how it just has a little webbing here, and obviously on this side as well. So it just opens up. Of course, I got it in this way. It's not quite the way I would want it. I'd prefer it kind of like more like this, to have it positioned this way. But as you see, the bag just opens up, and I kind of have it set up this way because I'm not going to have a holster in it, because it's supposed to be very the reason why I could put such a large size or full size pistol in there is because I have no holster. The holster takes up a lot of space. So if you get the right size fanny pack or waist pack, you could put a whole full size, pistol. Well, this is considered full size, but I know there's ones bigger than that. You can get larger pistols in there. So let me just go ahead and put that back in here and see how long. See how that is. Easily done by one hand. Has these two tabs. Anyways, that feels pretty good, and that's kind of how it looks. I could put it on tighter, but I want to show some other ways of carrying this. Which, if you don't want it on your waist, you can take it off and put it across your shoulder. Hold it like a purse, or across your chest. And I've been wearing it for like I think 3 days now. I even slept with it. See how it feels. It feels pretty good, actually. So anyways, let's take this back off. So the 9, this firearm does fit in there. That's full size. And yeah, they're still loaded. I'm just trying to see how it feels loaded. And then finally, I do have my revolver in a holster, which is originally actually for it's actually for this gun right here, but I just don't put it in because I have it in the bag in there. But originally this is for this one. So anyways, let's put this holster away for now. So I know this fits in here. Question is now, will this revolver fit in here? And this is a 3-inch Rossi 357 Magnum revolver, and yes, it's loaded. So almost from the end of the barrel, it's about the same to the end of here. Of course, the handle is handles are a little different. You see the handle coming out from here, but about the same size. So let's compare this to the Walther. Obviously, well, let's see here. Almost the same. A little bit smaller. The Walther is obviously a little bit smaller. So let's see if this will fit in here. I originally have it like this, and I'll still be using the towel. Let's see here. And yeah, the handle kind of rounds out here a little bit, but yeah, it does fit. I don't put a lot of things in the gun pocket. So I don't put a lot of things in the gun pocket, just the gun itself. Everything else is in the front pocket. So it's not. And again, this is a very small, like here's my hand. My hand can cover this. So this is how small it really is, because I don't carry much, and there's nothing rigid in here. It can easily just conform to your body or shape that needs to be for concealing purposes. And you know, so this right here, you get the little elastic loop here. Like I said, I've done it on one side. I've only done it so far because after you get in here, the loop, this little loop here, won't cover the span. So this is part of the strap that I folded together. It comes this way when you first get it, so it's all folded up, and so I put it back that way. Originally I had it out and where this would meet in the middle, but I think of having it on one side so you can protect from theft. You know, have it towards you when you have it in the back, have it in front of you, and then when you have this in the front, this is to the left of you, so it's not behind you where potentially someone can take it. So there you go. That's my carry and conceal, and yeah, it was loaded fully, 357 Magnum. I've tried it on, and as far as weight, these are obviously heavier, but it's still, you can still fit it into the fanny pack or the waist pack and not have any issues with it. Of course, the 22, the Walther P22 is a lot lighter, and for a small thing like this, I prefer to have a lighter gun, if anything. Not necessarily smaller, but I think the Walther P22 can fit in there really nicely. And like kind of like that. And you can see the white in there, and the white towel and against the gun. And I have it like this. So I don't have a holster in it, and I don't put it in like that. Although I could. You can see it's kind of set up that way. I could put it in like that. Also, let me see. The other guns, I guess you could. Let's see if you could put it in. No, not really. Not really. From this distance is longer than. See that? It's longer than just the barrel straight itself. See that? So I can't, on the larger ones I can't have it like that, but I can have it just straight down. That's what really saves a lot of the room and space, is it's not angled in any particular way. And I mean, I can just put it down this way so you can see it from this angle. So you can kind of see that. So having that firearm set up this way, you know, it can saves a lot of room. It makes it more compact, and the reason why I have it a certain setup is because you can also I'm going to do this with the full-size pistol. You can actually put this on your chest, and I'm going to try to do that. So sometimes if you wear this all the time, it gets a little weary on your belt. You can actually just put this on the chest. And ironically, if you can fit this around your waist, alright, this is the same amount of space or just a little bit bigger. You can fit this around over your shoulder and over your chest without opening the buckle. So let me do that. So let me take you out of the tripod here. And so if you get tired, you can you can possibly wear it like this. So it's possible. Sorry about that. Got to cut back out and cut back in. Anyway, so you can put it over your chest like this, over your shoulder. So you put it over your shoulder, And if you get tired of putting it on your waist, specifically realizing that this is for your carry and conceal. And let me see if I can do this. And because of these tabs, I mean, you can open it, and it's right here, and you can just pull it out right here. So it's another way of securing it here, or if you want, you can put it kind of down here. Just another way of carrying it, because around your waist it kind of pulls on you, and if you wear it there all the time, it is annoying. So of course it easily comes off with the belt. So far, what I like about this is that it's really small, and I use this specifically as also a holster. You wouldn't consider this thing as a holster, but since it already comes with the belt, this whole system is basically a holster, meant to be around your waist, of course. But you can carry it over your shoulder, and it can become a shoulder holster. Would I need a holster? Let's see if I put my holster on, and let's see if it fits in there. So this is the holster for this. I bought this recently. The reason I'm not wearing it on me is because the belt that I use is somewhere else, and I have to go get the belt. But let's put this in here. Let's say I have it holstered. So let's say it is holstered in here. Got the magazine in there. Let's see if it fits. It still fits. Still fits in there. A little bit bigger, a little bit bulkier. Looks a little, especially right here. You kind of see that. It's coming out a little bit more. There's a lot of, seems like a dead space in here. It's not as compact, so it's possible, even this little size here, but it's not holstered in a way for quick draw. None of this, what I'm doing here, when it comes to carry and conceal, is meant for quick draw. And another thing is, if I do carry my firearm, especially this particular style where there's no safety here, I will most likely not chamber around in here. So it will not be chambered, it will just be loaded and then and ready to be chambered, is how I would probably carry this in a setup like this. Okay. Me personally, I would not really use this particular gun in this kind of setup because there is no safety. If I was going to do this, I would rather have it loaded, chambered, and in a holster on me with my belt, like right about here's my preference. But you know, I could put it on the side here. So this is this particular gun. The only time I would really have this chambered and everything is it's something that I literally carry on me on a belt, ready to go. But I don't have my belt with me. So, but that's my opinion on it. But some people want to chamber, that's fine. Me personally, the way I'm carrying it loose, just in a pocket, which kind of acts more of a holster, but not really. loose and just simple like this, because it really, well, let's just put let's go ahead and put that in just to give it the weight and give it that extra space. So without the holster, you'll see that you don't see it as much here. It doesn't bulge out. There's enough room. It's more compactable. And so, and that's kind of why I don't carry with a holster. This particular way of carrying Conceal, the fanny pack becomes a holster, and the reason for the whole idea of getting this fanny pack is to carry the gun, and so that's why I don't chamber it this particular way of carrying. Right now, me personally, I'm just taking the 22, and the reason for that is because in this situation here where I just want to carry a firearm with me, something small, lightweight, compact. Let me see here, I actually don't prefer to have it that way. I prefer to have it this way, because when I have it on me, I want to use my right hand to pull it out. So anyways, so it's really compact. I can smoosh it and it molds to my body, and it doesn't leave a big print, because I want the gun pocket to be roomy and not cluttered. And this is my main pocket, which just carries some money, my cards, and then the Wi-Fi. The phone, of course, I'm using as a camera, which is right here. But I would just rather have the phone in my pocket. My phone is really small. It's not one of those other smartphones. So that's my review on the outdoor products. Fanny pack from got it at Walmart. Probably really cheap, not very expensive. Probably under $10 or something like that. I don't recall. Oh, actually, I have the receipt. Let's see, how much did it cost me? Alright, it cost me $6.97. So this is $6.97. I think that's a great deal. I'll just keep the receipt just in case. So I think it's a great deal considering what you get, specifically for what I'm doing is just to carry Conceal. And like I said, I just carry it over, you know, like my Armor All summer breathable. I usually like long sleeve, especially in the summer, and this acts as a protection against the fabric rubbing against you all the time. So I wear it outside all the time. It lightens up my pockets because I'm wearing breathable sweatpants. That's just because of the weather conditions. Anyway, so there's many different colors you can get with this too. I got the black one because I want to be able to conceal it. So when I wear it, I also want to wear maybe a jacket over it. Of course, it's going to be hard in the summer, but I also wanted to make it where it's concealable or it looks smaller. And black is a great way of having something that will look small compared to a brighter color. But there's yellow, there's blue. I just got black because I also want this to be very concealable. But it comes with this reflector back here. All of them do. So if you ever get lost at night and want to be found, there's a way for you to do that. So overall, I think I'm still experimenting and trying out new things. But overall, I think this setup will work. and I've been wearing it and taking it out and going places. I'll continue to do that and do an update, but so far it seems to work. It seems to be a great carry and conceal, or a great carry option, a great transporting option. It does carry on the larger size. This is a 3-inch barrel. It won't fit a 4-inch, but if you got a 2-inch or a 3-inch barrel revolver, something that can take on, let me see, this has 6 rounds. This will take 6 rounds. Sometimes they take 5, but this is larger. So I'll take a gun like this and still be able to take it. So, and also a holster. You can take a holster and put that in there as well. It's hard to believe, but you know, looking at this and then looking at the holster, it almost seems like it wouldn't fit, but there is enough room. So, anyways, that concludes this episode. That concludes this episode on the outdoor products fanny pack or waist pack for carry and conceal. That concludes this episode. Feel free to like, dislike, leave a comment, or even do a video response. Until next time, stay tuned. Bye.